It was a crisp morning in the northern regions of Pakistan, where the air is thin, and the mountains stand tall like ancient sentinels. I had just finished my breakfast when my phone rang. The caller was a local shepherd from a remote village near the Chitral Valley. His voice was urgent, almost trembling, as he explained the situation. A markhor, Pakistan's national animal, was trapped in a rocky crevice high up in the mountains. The animal had been struggling for hours, and its cries for help echoed through the valleys. The markhor, with its majestic spiral horns and rugged demeanor, is a symbol of resilience and beauty. It's a creature that has adapted to some of the harshest terrains on Earth, but even the strongest can find themselves in dire situations. Without hesitation, I knew I had to act. This was not just about rescuing an animal, it was about preserving a piece of Pakistan's natural heritage. The journey to the mountains, the journey to the location was anything but easy. The markhor was trapped in one of the most remote and inaccessible areas of the Chitral Valley. The terrain was rugged, with steep cliffs, narrow paths, and unpredictable weather. My team and I packed our gear, ropes, harnesses, first aid kits, and cameras, and set off in our trusty 4x4 Jeep. As we drove deeper into the mountains, the landscape transformed. The lush green valleys gave way to rocky outcrops and jagged peaks. The air grew thinner, and the temperature dropped significantly. We passed through small villages where locals waved at us, their faces weathered by the harsh mountain life. These people have lived alongside the markhor for generations, and they understand the importance of protecting this magnificent creature. After hours of driving, we reached the base of the mountain where the markhor was trapped. From there, it was a grueling hike up the steep slopes. The path was treacherous, with loose rocks and slippery gravel. Every step required focus and determination. But the thought of the markhor's suffering kept us moving forward. The rescue mission, when we finally reached the spot, the sight was both heartbreaking and awe-inspiring. The markhor, a fully grown male with impressive spiral horns, was trapped in a narrow crevice. Its leg was wedged between two rocks, and it was clear that the animal had been struggling for hours. Its fur was matted with sweat and dirt, and its eyes reflected a mix of fear and exhaustion. We knew we had to act quickly, but we also had to be careful. The markhor is a strong and agile animal, and any sudden movements could cause further injury. We carefully assessed the situation and devised a plan. Using ropes and harnesses, we secured the area to ensure our safety and the safety of the animal. One of the most challenging aspects of the rescue was gaining the markhor's trust. These animals are naturally wary of humans, and for good reason. Over the years, they have been hunted and poached, driving them to the brink of extinction. But in this moment, the markhor seemed to understand that we were there to help. It stopped struggling and looked at us with a sense of calm. With steady hands and unwavering focus, we began the delicate process of freeing the markhor. It took time, patience, and a lot of teamwork. Slowly but surely, we managed to loosen the rocks and create enough space for the animal to free its leg. The moment it stepped out of the crevice, there was a collective sigh of relief. The markhor stood there for a moment, as if catching its breath, before it slowly limped away into the wilderness. The aftermath, the rescue was a success, but our job wasn't done yet. We needed to ensure that the markhor was okay and that it could survive in the wild. Over the next few days, we monitored the animal from a distance. We watched as it grazed on the mountain slopes, its movements becoming more confident with each passing day. It was a clear sign that the markhor was recovering and adapting back to its natural habitat. This experience was a stark reminder of the challenges faced by wildlife in Pakistan. The markhor, despite being the national animal, is still under threat. Habitat loss, illegal hunting, and climate change are just some of the issues that these animals face. But there is hope. Conservation efforts, led by organizations and local communities, are making a difference. The markhor population has been steadily increasing, thanks to strict anti-poaching laws and community-based conservation programs. The importance of conservation. The Markhor is more than just a symbol of Pakistan's natural heritage, it's a testament to the resilience of nature. These animals have survived in some of the harshest environments on Earth, adapting to the challenges of their habitat. But they cannot survive without our help. Conservation is not just about protecting animals, it's about preserving the delicate balance of our ecosystem. The Markhor plays a crucial role in maintaining the health of the mountain ecosystem. By grazing on the vegetation, they help prevent soil erosion and promote biodiversity. Their presence is a sign of a healthy and thriving environment. But conservation is not just the responsibility of governments and organizations, it's a collective effort. Each one of us can make a difference. Whether it's by supporting conservation programs, spreading awareness, or simply respecting nature, we all have a role to play. A message of hope. As I stood on the mountain slope, watching the Markhor disappear into the wilderness, I felt a sense of fulfillment. This was not just a rescue mission, it was a reminder of the beauty and resilience of nature. It was a reminder that even in the face of adversity, there is always hope. The Markhor's story is a story of survival, of overcoming challenges, and of finding strength in the most unlikely places. It's a story that resonates with all of us, regardless of where we come from or what we do. It's a story that reminds us of the importance of compassion, courage, and determination. A call to action. As I reflect on this incredible journey, I am filled with gratitude. Gratitude for the opportunity to make a difference, gratitude for the team that supported me, and gratitude for the Markhor, who reminded me of the beauty and resilience of nature. But this is not the end, it's just the beginning. There are countless other animals out there that need our help. There are countless other stories waiting to be told. And it's up to us to ensure that these stories have a happy ending. So, I urge you to join me in this mission. Support conservation efforts, spread awareness, and most importantly, respect nature. Together, we can make a difference. Together, we can ensure that the Markhor, and all the other magnificent creatures that call this planet home, continue to thrive for generations to come. Final thoughts. The rescue of the Markhor was a life-changing experience, not just for me, but for everyone involved. It was a reminder of the power of compassion, the importance of teamwork, and the resilience of nature. It was a reminder that even in the face of adversity, there is always hope. As I look back on this journey, I am filled with a sense of purpose. A purpose to continue fighting for the protection of wildlife, to continue telling their stories, and to continue inspiring others to do the same. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about rescuing one animal. It's about preserving the beauty and balance of our planet. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey. Let's continue to explore, to learn, and to make a difference. Together, we can create a world where wildlife thrives, and where stories like this one become a testament to the power of hope and resilience.